Welcome to IBN India Business News for July Week 2, 2024. IBN is a weekly business news capsule for various segments comprising business leaders, managers, researchers, scholars, business management students and teachers. IBN presents each week's important business events across various sectors in a sequential manner for convenient consumption of information. Advertising, research, consulting sector. PricewaterhouseCoopers is considering slashing up to half its financial services auditing staff in China, as a regulatory investigation and an exodus of clients darken business prospects. Fitch Ratings has increased India's growth forecast for the current financial year to 7.2% from 7%, driven by rapid investment expansion, as the Indian economy grew 7.8% in the last quarter of FY24 and 8.2% for the entire fiscal year. An exclusive money-controlled Deloitte survey of 78 CEOs (CXOs) shows strong optimism about government reforms, with 80% expressing confidence in India's economic growth trajectory and hence expecting Modi government to present blockbuster budget. Auto sector. Ola CEO Bhavish Agarwal backed Infosys founder Narayana Murthy's 70-hour work week advice in a recent podcast, declaring himself as not a supporter of the concept of work-life balance. In a move to expand its accelerator program to include global startups and as an impetus to Make in India initiative, Maruti Suzuki has announced opening of applications for the 9th cohort of its Maruti Suzuki Accelerator, an initiative for startups. Following in Tata's footsteps, Hyundai has introduced dual-cylinder technology on its models, Hyundai Exter CNG Duo, which is available in 3 variants, namely S, SX and the newly launched Knight SX. Aviation sector. In yet another financial trouble brewing at SpiceJet, the cash-starved airline is said to have not deposited Employees Provident Fund (EPF) dues to its 11,581 staff over nearly 2.5 years since January 2022. Pratt & Whitney opened a new customer service center in Bengaluru, part of its India Capability Center, to support 68,000 engines globally, which will offer MRO support, spare part management, engine leasing, and reliability analysis. The government has amended aviation rules to make commercial pilot licenses valid for 10 years now, which is a move in line with the government's efforts to further improve the ease of doing business in the aviation sector. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. Core sector. Larsen & Toubro announced that its renewable energy division won 2 orders from a major Middle Eastern developer to build 2 solar photovoltaic plants with a combined capacity of 3.5 gigawatts. Alstom SA, a France-based railway infrastructure manufacturer, has announced its plans to make large batteries for railway systems in India within the next year, which will be used to power various railway systems, including Vande Bharat trains and metro rail networks. Gautam Adani is considering building ships at his flagship Mundra port in Gujarat, India, a move which is in line with India's Maritime India Vision 2030, which aims to make India a leading shipbuilder. Finance sector. Kotak Mahindra Bank is investigating the New York-based hedge fund Kingdon Capital over its links to the short seller Hindenburg Research, which issued a report on Adani Group, alleging that the conglomerate was responsible for corporate governance failures and market manipulation. Bandhan Bank's board of directors have approved the appointment of Ratan Kumar Kesh as the interim managing director and chief executive officer of the bank. RBI has approved up to a 51% stake sale in Yes Bank, which may value the bank at around $10 billion, making it the largest acquisition in India's banking sector. Deserve, a wealth management platform, has secured 265 crore rupees in a funding round led by Premji Invest alongside existing investors Elevation Capital, Matrix Partners India and Excel. Government and regulators. The change of government in the United Kingdom could be detrimental to Tata Steel's plans to cut jobs as part of its strategy to shut down aging blast furnaces, as job guarantees are part of the government's negotiations. The Supreme Court of India instructed Patanjali Ayav to demonstrate that it has halted the sale and advertisement of 14 products banned by the Uttarakhand State Licensing Department. The BCCI, which administers professional cricket in India, had sought initiation of insolvency proceedings against Byju's over alleged unpaid dues of Rs 158.90 crores under their sponsorship contract for the Indian cricket team. Healthcare and pharma sector. Shares of Glenmark Life Sciences slumped a day after Glenmark Pharma's board greenlit the company's plans to offload a 7.84% stake in the former through an offer for sale, as a result of which, Glenmark Pharma will completely exit Glenmark Life Sciences. MGM Healthcare acquires Seven Hills Hospital in Vizag through corporate insolvency resolution process of Seven Hills Healthcare Private Limited. Hospitality and tourism sector. Central Consumer Protection Authority has ordered travel firm Yatra to expeditiously refund nearly 31.79 lakh rupees to consumers booking amounts affected by COVID lockdown, and also directed several other travel platforms like Make My Trip, Ease My Trip, to refund the entire amount to consumers whose tickets got affected due to COVID-19 lockdown. India's largest online travel agency Make My Trip and budget airline Air India Express have partnered to launch Express Holidays, a platform that would allow travelers to book end-to-end holiday packages. Luxury hotel chain, the Leela Palaces, is reportedly planning to launch an initial public offering in the next 9 months, which could be worth around rupees 3,150 crore, making it the largest IPO in India's hospitality sector. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. Media and entertainment sector. Zee Entertainment Enterprises has announced its plans to raise $239 million via foreign currency convertible bonds from Resonance Opportunities Fund, St. John's Wood Fund, and Ibisu Global Opportunities Fund. India will host the first World Audio Visual and Entertainment Summit in November alongside the International Film Festival of India in Goa, with INB Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw promising to strengthen the ecosystem for the protection of intellectual property rights. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has directed satellite TV channels and teleport operators to seek government-backed Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Centre's authorization for utilizing foreign satellite capacity for providing broadcasting services. Realty, infra, and logistics sector. Flipkart-backed online trucking platform BlackBuck filed a draft red herring prospectus with the Securities and Exchange Board of India for an initial public offering (IPO) of 550 crore rupees. The Haryana Real Estate Regulatory Authority imposed a rupees 5 crores fine on real estate developer Vatika Limited for violating Section 3(1) of the Real Estate Act 2016. The violation was due to a delay in registering a project with RERA. Larsen & Toubro International FZE, a wholly owned subsidiary of Larsen & Toubro, announced the formation of a company in Uzbekistan. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. Retail sector. Danish brewer Carlsberg agreed to buy London-listed soft drinks maker Britvic for about $4.23 billion, as part of a plan to expand in the non-alcoholic beverage market and reduce reliance on beer sales. Patanjali Ayurved has informed the Supreme Court that it has stopped the sale of the 14 products whose manufacturing licenses were suspended by the Uttarakhand State Licensing Authority. Amazon Pay India, the digital payments arm of Amazon India, is focusing on penetrating deeper into offline payments this fiscal year, as it looks to introduce new payment methods and enhance safety and security. Kellogg's gives Chocos a multigrain revamp in India, with a nutritious blend of grains including wheat, jowar, rice, and corn, offering high protein, high fiber, and iron available in multiple pack sizes starting from 10 rupees. Flipkart has expanded its digital payment services by introducing 5 new recharge and bill payment categories such as FASTag, DTH recharges, landline, etc. in partnership with digital payments company BillDesk. Heritage Foods is entering West Bengal, Bihar and Jharkhand at the same time with its full long shelf life milk variants and value-added products, as the company believes Eastern India is one of the fastest growing dairy markets in the country. Puma India has partnered with the Indian Olympic Association as their official footwear partner for the Indian contingent to the Paris Olympics, and has also launched a large-scale outdoor campaign to leverage on this partnership. Godrej has introduced the revolutionary molecule Rhenofluthrin in the Goodnight Flash liquid vaporizer, which claims to drive away mosquitoes 2x faster and works for 2 hours even after being switched off. Startup sector. IPO-bound MobiKwik has ramped up its advertising expenditure and boosted product offerings to race ahead in the prepaid payment instruments wallet business, as it seeks to capitalize on Paytm's recent Reserve Bank of India setback. Warburg Pincus has shared its plans to sell some more stake in its portfolio firm Home First Finance Company, in which it had initially invested in 2020 and currently holds close to 23% stake. Consumer electronics maker Circuit House Technologies has raised $4.3 million in a funding round led by Stellaris Venture Partners and 314 Capital. Hyderabad-based Maru Drones, a drone manufacturer and drone-as-a-service provider, has forayed into Tamil Nadu with plans to create 500 drone entrepreneurs by the end of 2024. Seratatva Innotech, a material science startup in the polymers and ceramic space incubated at IIT Madras Incubation Cell, has raised around Rs 1.3 crore in funding. Tech sector. Some early investors in Darwinbox, an HR technology platform, are considering selling their stakes in the company at a 10 to 15% discount, as part of a secondary funding round, where existing shareholders sell shares to other existing or new investors. Apple shared its plans to start production of AirPods in India starting early 2025, as it has reportedly initiated trial production of components for wireless charging cases in Pune with Jabal and is considering a similar arrangement with Foxconn. Wipro and its former chief financial officer Jatin Dalal have settled their 9-month dispute as Dalal's new employer, Cognizant Technology Solutions, has agreed to pay him about $500,000 as settlement payment and reimbursement of his legal fees. 70% of TCS have returned to office from work-from-home mode, due to the current policy of associating variable pay with attendance. Invesco has revised its valuation of Pine Labs, pegging the fintech company at $3.5 billion as of April 30, 2024, down from $3.8 billion in January 2024 and $4.8 billion in December 2023. Telecom sector. Reliance Jio's new True Unlimited upgrade add-on plans aim to address customer dissatisfaction following the recent tariff hikes, as the newly launched add-on plans provide unlimited 5G connectivity, but only if the user has a 5G-compatible device and is connected to the Jio True 5G network. Consumer electronics startup Incal Technologies has entered into a trademark licensing agreement to design, manufacture, and distribute smartphones for Taiwanese hardware major Acer Inc. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. See you next week. Till then, stay curious, stay informed.